Look at 6'4" junior Greg Betts for the Howland Tigers. Cope will go to the line where he has his only point of the night. Scored earlier in the third quarter here. 46-32, Wilson out in front with 3:05 to go, third quarter. Cope's free throw on the way, in and out and back in. Rattled the rim and dropped. Second point for Cope. WKBN Youngstown, your radio host tonight for this AAA sectional championship action from Struthers. Cope's second free throw is on the way. Rims the hoop and comes out to Lynn Murray, who is checked back in for Wilson, replacing Satterwhite. Matasco into the forecourt against Fetsko. Stops between the circles. Howland up-tempoing the defensive pressure. Off to Murray. Travels as he makes his move, trying to drive from the left sideline into the lane. Turnover number 12 against the Redmen in the ballgame. That's something you can ill afford when you've got a big lead. You don't like to give a bucket away if you can help it. And if Howland scores here, they can cut the gap to 11. There's a long jumper by Boland. Will not go. Dave Sandy with the rebound off to Tony Sandy. He'll take it into the forecourt. Feeds it off to Matasco. Matasco left side to Stickle. Matasco goes over, takes the handoff, drives near the baseline, pulls up, 11-footer, no. And we're going to get a jump ball on the rebound. Beck and Dave Sandy, tying up underneath. They'll go to the Wilson free throw circle and jump it up. Beck listed at 6'4", so is Sandy. Sandy looks a shade taller in here, but they're both crouched a little bit. Ball is in the air, tipped off, pretty even tip, controlled by Wilson, however. Around the horn to Stickle. Baseline right, jumper no good. Long rebound comes out, and they get it to Brogan, drives to the hoop, misses the layup. Boland trailing with the tip, misses it, and Beck comes up from behind and saves the ball. Back to Boland, baseline jumper, short, rebound to Murray. Deflected, but he got it. Oh, Howland got the fast break they've been looking for earlier tonight and could not buy a hoop in 4 or 5 tries. They still trail by 13 with less than 2 minutes to go. Fetsko tries to steal on Matasco, can't get it. Matasco feeds inside, weak side for Dave Sandy, who gets the layup. 17 points for Dave Sandy. He has hit 8 of 12 from the floor tonight. Spinning into the lane, Brogan pulling up, 12-footer, will not go. Sandy with another rebound, loses it, kick free on the baseline. Brogan dives for it, picks it back up, and he's finally called for a travel. Better late than never. Boland diving for the ball on the baseline and then crawling to his feet, and that is very technically a traveling violation, and that's what they call. Long pass ahead for Murray to Sandy, up, no, Murray with the rebound, tips it in. Murray with 18, Wilson with some super ball handling and total board dominance. Joe DeJohn, or make that John Teever, getting ready to come back in for Howland. It's 50-33. There's a pass forced into the middle, kicked free by one of the Redmen. It'll still belong to Howland. Fever in and Brogan out. So now they've got 2 big men in there at the same time. It's 6'4" to try and cut down a tremendous advantage that Wilson is taking on the board. Fetsko, top of the key. Stops, double team, tries to feed it off to the right. It's deflected, but recovered by Cope. Back to Fetsko, to Cope, left of the key. To Fetsko, drives into the lane. Ball tipped free by Matasco. Still loose. Murray can't get it. Now does. Fires it ahead to Matasco. 1-on-2. Nick wisely throws up and waits for the offense to catch up. There's a flip to Dave Sandy trailing the break. Free throw line jumper. Too hard, no good. Rebounded by Fetsko. Ahead to Beck, then to Boland. Driving layup. Falls off the rim. Rebound deflected out front. It's going to come right to us out of bounds. It's off Boland's knee. Out of bounds. We're going to give it to Wilson. Nothing going right for Howland now. They've had a couple of fast break layups that haven't dropped, and they just cannot get their act together around the backboards. 35 seconds to go, third quarter. Wilson in control, leading by 17. Stickle, spin dribble. Feeds it off to Sandy. Left of the lane, out front to Matasco. Right side to Tony Sandy. He's all alone, puts it up, misses it badly. He was just too open that time, I think. Fever with the board. Ahead to Cope, into the lane to Bowen. Drives, puts it up and in. Over the front of the rim. Bowen with 17 now. 10 seconds left. Howland pressing Matasco. Across the center line, they're going to get Cope for reaching in. That is the second foul on Cope. 15 fouled against Howland here since the halftime break. one will send them to the line. This one sends them to the line. That's right. 50-35 the score. Steve Wash getting ready to come in for Wilson for the first time tonight. He's a 6'2 sophomore. Lynn Murray sits down again. Costco at the free throw line, mixes the toss. Seaver rebounds with 5 seconds left. Off the back, across the center line, stops, gives it to Cope, and time runs out before they get a shot off. Howland never got a good crack at a shot that time. Third quarter comes to an end, and after leading by 8 at the half, Wilson has just about doubled that to go up by 50-33. Howland scoring just 8 points in that third quarter, while Wilson got 17. All 8 Howland points in the third quarter belong to Bob Bowen, and he now leads them with 17 points. We're going to have to do some adding on the fly here again. 39, 46, 50. How about that? Everything adds up. Isn't that amazing? 17, 23, 31, 30. I got too much. No, I don't. I made a mistake. I think I said that Howland only scored 8 points in the quarter. They scored 10. 8 of them from Bob Bowen. The other 2 from Kevin Cope. I forgot about that pair of free throws that he had notched. So we're ready for the fourth quarter. Third quarter shooting 7 of 18 for Wilson. 3 of 14 for Howland. They've got Cope, Seaver, Fetsko, John and Bowen in the lineup here to start the fourth quarter. Wilson right back with it, starting 5. Yes, Wash was just in for that last 10 seconds. Wilson controls the tip again. Stickle, right side, puts up a jumper for over Bowen from the baseline, no good. Long rebound to Fetsko, coming up 2-on-3, all the way to the baseline, stops, he's double teamed, flips it out to John, to Cope, into the lane, double pump, up, no good. Cope gets his own rebound, up off the glass, no again. Rebound volleyballed out, Cope comes up with it and then loses it. To Tony Sandy, he's going to drive to the other end, leaves his way up short. Murray with another rebound, but it's blocked out of bounds from behind by Kevin Cope. And it'll be Wilson's ball. Murray playing a whale of a game. Right now, Howard's problem is trying to kick the lid off the top of the iron. They just cannot get a shot to drop. Sandy in the lane, running 13-foot hook is good. Dave Sandy now with 19 points. Wilson up by 17, 52-35. Fetsko off the Cope, jumper, left wing is good. Cope's first basket of the night, but he has 4 points. Howland with a press. Costco backed up and stepped on the sideline. Under pressure, trying to get a little operating room. He backed up and his heel touched the sideline of the backcourt. Bowen fires it into Fetsko. Fetsko to the free throw line, turns, feeds it off to Cope, stolen away on the run by Sandy, and he is buried by Fetsko on the drive. Fetsko lowered his shoulder and decked Dave Sandy driving to the hoop, and he is getting an admonition from the referee. No technical or, any severe thing. The player's shaking hands, but I would not be surprised to see this a 2-shot foul. That's right. Double intentional foul, they'll shoot 2. Fetsko replaced by Brogan for Howland. That foul on Fetsko was his second. Dave Sandy at the free throw line for the second time tonight. He's hit his only other attempt. Sandy, their leading scorer, averaging 14.1 a game this year. He's got 19 tonight, looking for 20. They got it. 20 points for Dave Sandy. We have seen him 2 or 3 other times this year, and this is by far his most impressive performance that I have seen personally. Looking very smooth and under control, and this Wilson team has shown a lot of polish, so that's very good. Sandy gets both free throws. He's got 21 points. It is 54-37. It looks like Wilson will be playing Boardman in one of the district semifinals next week. Bowen, long jumper left side is good. He's the only thing Howland has going for it here in the second half. He's got 19 points tonight. Inbounds pass to Murray, left sideline. Across the timeline on the dribble pass, Cope turns, has his pass deflected by Brogan, but Tony Sandy gets it and feeds it to Costco. Right side to Stickle. Stickle looking down underneath. Holding, double team, flips it out to Matasco to the top of the key to the free throw line. Ball kick free off the Brogan, feeds it ahead into the other end. Boland takes it on the run and lays it in. Boland with 21 down. We're going to get a technical foul called against Bob Boland. He thought Murray fouled him from behind on the lay-in, and he vented his displeasure that there was no foul called. So Boland, who has scored 12 of Howland's 16 points in the second half, comes up with a technical after scoring a layup. And Dave Sandy will shoot the technical. 54-41 Wilson. Sandy ready to shoot it, eyes the bucket, and rims the hoop and it comes out. Much to the delight of the Howland fans, who right now do not have a whole lot to cheer about in terms of their team's prospects. Now after the technical, Tony Sandy will inbound to Matasco. Matasco races into the forecourt, loses the ball. Came off Boland to Brogan. He flips it to Cope. Ahead to Boland. Into the lane again. Sandy lays it up, rolled off the rim. No good, but Sandy got him for the foul this time. Boy, Boland is really working hard. But once again, there was a lid on the hoop. He got a nice layup, working his way in and around Sandy, driving to the hoop. That ball just rolled tantalizingly across the face and would not fall. We're going to get a timeout here by the Wilson Redmen with 6:07 to go in the ball game. And the score, the Wilson Redmen 54 and the Howland Tigers 41.
The instinct to provide for our families is a basic fact of life. This usually means, among other things, opening a savings account, setting aside a little money to make sure we can send the kids to college, to finance a much-needed vacation, or even to pay regular bills if the going gets rough. Your savings at the home earn high dividends computed daily, and they're federally insured. Follow your better instincts and open an account now.
Boland, John, Cope, Brogan, and Seaver on the floor for Howland as it returns. Boland will be shooting a couple of free throws. It's Murray, Tony, and Dave Sandy, Jim Stickle, and Nick Matasco, the starting five for Wilson. Boland at the free throw line, where he has quite a string going tonight. He misses his first, though. He's a very frustrated young man. That broke a string of 7 in a row for Boland at the free throw line. Second one is on the way. That one goes down. He's got 22 now, leading scorer in the ball game. Howland opens up with a press. Baseball pass to Murray at half court. Off to Sandy. Puts it up. Banged into Seaver, but we are going to get a foul. It is going to be on Sandy. An offensive foul banging into Seaver, who had baseline position as Dave Sandy drove to the hoop. That is his third personal foul. So we'll go to the other end, and Seaver will shoot a 1-and-1 on the season. Seaver, a little better than 55% from the foul line. He's got 2 points tonight in the ball game. This will be his first free throw attempt, and it is good. Switched it right through. 54-43. Second toss on the way, off the back of the iron, no good. Guess who has the rebound? Lynn Murray again. He has 13 of them tonight. So Wilson gets it into the forecourt. Murray has the ball sideline right. Puts it on the floor, fires it out front to Matasco, dribbles past Brogan, dumps it off to Tony Sandy on the left wing. Cross court to Stickle. Stickle out front, double team, looking for help, flips it over to Tony Sandy. Sandy bounce pass cross court near the center line to Matasco. Down the right side to Stickle on the pass. Matasco comes around, takes the handoff, goes to the baseline underneath Murray. Ball slapped away by Boland out of bounds. Wilson's ball. Dave Fetzko comes back in for Howland. And he will give Joe DeJohn a breather with 5:28 to go. Actually, this ball game is not out of reach. As much as Wilson has dominated here in the second half, the gap is only 11. Matasco, baseline jumper left side. That gets it back up to 13. Matasco with 6. It's 56-43. Fetzko, right side for Howland. Off to Boland. They're going to have to take some shots. to Fetsko, right of the key, to Brogan to the side of the lane. 14-footer will not go. Rebound, Seaver up. That is no good, but he was fouled from behind by Murray, and that is the fourth foul on Lynn Murray. So Seaver, who just did a free throw a moment ago, will get another crack. This time he'll shoot two. 56-43. Wilson out in front. Free throw by Seaver is good. Hit the front of the rim and went right down through the net. That's his fourth point of the night. Second toss on the route, and it's home. 5 for Seaver, 56-45. Wilson, Howland in a good press again. Matasco into Murray, across the center line, cross court to Stickle. He holds it up. Wilson will set up. Harvey Satterwhite getting ready to come back in for the Redmen. Matasco spin dribble to the top of the key. His pass is deflected. Brogan picks it off on the run to the hoop. Misses another layup. Bowen hustles it down side of the lane. Drives it underneath. Ball deflected by Murray. Wilson will control it. Howland just cannot get that ball to drop. They've had a number of fast breaks off good defense. Murray, double head fake, picks up a long jumper, no good, bangs into the lane for the rebound and picks up his fifth foul, checking Kevin Cope. That's it for Lynn Murray. He fouls out of the game with 4:33 to go, but he had quite a night. 18 points and 13 rebounds for Lynn Murray for the Wilson Redmen. Fine effort, and his strength on the backboard, a major factor in Wilson's success tonight. Kevin Cope will be at the free throw line for Howland. Cope with 2 of his 4 points at the charity stripe. Harvey Satterwhite, if I didn't mention it, has replaced Murray in the Wilson lineup. Cope hits that first free throw. These Howland kids don't think they're out of it yet. They're still hustling. They've cut the gap to 10. Keep in mind they were down by 8 to Hubbard with about 4 minutes to play and came back to win. Second free throw is no good. Deflected rebound comes to Howland. They get it to Bowen, and he drives and scores. And it's down to 8 points. And they're pressing. Bowen now has 24 points. The free throw by Cope gave him 5. Wilson beats the press. Get it to Satterwhite. Left of the lane. Jumper no good. Tipped by Stickle. Jim Stickle with a fine piece of board work. 58-48. 4:05 left. Fetsko, right corner. Swish. Here come the Tigers for Fetsko at 10 points. His first point since the first quarter. Long pass ahead for Sandy. Misses the layup. A tip by Stickle is no good. We got a whistle. It's going to be offensive basket interference. They say the ball was in the cylinder when Stickle tipped it that time. Wilson wants a timeout. They don't want to let this one get away. The Howland Tigers staging another desperation comeback, and they are making a fight of it. 3:50 to go. The score, Wilson 58, Howland 50.
Most of us are great procrastinators. We put off opening a savings account. Then suddenly we encounter circumstances that remind us we need to save for a rainy day. So we finally start storing away for the future. If you open your account at Home Savings, you'll enjoy high dividends, federally insured savings, fast money growth. You'll also like the people you're dealing with. Stop in at the Home. You'll be glad you did.
Well, it was just about at this point in the ball game against Hubbard that Howland began storming back. Down by 8 with a shade over 4 minutes to go. They now trail by 8 with 3:50 to play, and they got the ball. Fetsko brings it up. Bounces it left side to Cope. Off to Fetsko. I don't know what that is. They got some kind of a malfunction in the public address system. Feedback. Howland working the basketball around the outside of a stubborn Wilson zone. They've got Joe Olicksack in there now. Bowen's going to put one up from the wing and hit. Bob Bowen with 26 points, and it's 58-52. Matasco into Olicksack. Ball deflected, but Wilson still got it. Ahead to Satterwhite. Sideline left out front. Bounces it over to Matasco. Long lob pass for Stickle on the baseline. Bowen strips him of the ball. Ahead to Cope for the free throw line. Jumper. Short. No, it's good. He got it on the bounce, and the margin is 4. We got a collision at center court. Loose ball. Howland got it. Cope throws it away. Matasco back with a vengeance. Bob Bowen is at a point of near exhaustion. He has scanned 26 points for Howland and has personally kept them in this ball game. He scored 8 of their 10 points in the third quarter, and he has 9 more here in the fourth quarter, 26 in the ball game. Dave Fetzko came up with a big bucket a moment ago. Kevin Cope has scanned 5 points here in the fourth quarter, and Howland has just scrapped its way back into this ball game. They just will not give up. They were down by 14 points at one point, and in fact trailed 50-35 coming into this quarter. A tremendous effort by the Howland Tigers, and win, lose, or draw tonight, they've got their fans got a team they can be proud of. What a battle. Wilson's ball, the freshman Oleksak will be inbounding it on the baseline. Puts it into Stickle, tipped out by Bowen. Bowen again, he is everywhere. Oleksak again, this time on the sideline in front of his own bench. Bounces it into Matasko on the baseline. Cross-court pass to Sandy, out to Satterwhite, back to Matasko. 2:40 to play. Matasko to the wing, off to Satterwhite at the side of the key. Satterwhite, double team, flips it out to Matasko. Holding, now dribbling out front near the center circle. Feeds it off to Oleksak. Oleksak, out to Satterwhite. Wilson working outside. Satterwhite on the dribble in the center circle. Left side to Matasko, still way out front. To a pick, but a nice switch by Askey, and he is going to foul Matasko over the back. And Askey, who just checked into the game to give Kevin Cope a short rest, will check right back out, and Cope returns. That foul on Askey, not a particularly good foul, his first of the game. It'll send Nick Matasko to the line with 2:13 to go. This will be his second attempt of the night. He missed his first on the year. About a 64% foul shooter, and he hits that one. 1-1. Howland wants a timeout now. They want to make Matasko think about this second one in a close ball game. So it's timeout Howland. They are not dead yet. The Tigers still got some fight left. They have in mind clawing the Wilson Redmen coming down the stretch. 2:13 left. Woodrow Wilson, 59. Howland, 54.
The Home Savings and Loan Company stresses the importance of home loans that fit the requirements of the individual. Nothing can ruin the joy of owning a home quicker than a poorly structured loan. It can make you feel as though you're carrying your house around on your back 24 hours a day. Let Home Savings show you the way to a relaxed, carefree loan. Stop in at any of our conveniently located offices.
Howland has gone back after hitting only 3 of 14 shots from the floor in the critical third quarter, in which they dropped behind by 15. They have hit on 7 of 12 here in the fourth quarter and climbed right back into it. Nick Matasko at the free throw line, looking for the second half of the 1-1, and he calmly cans it. He's got 8. Wilson leads by 6 with 2:12 to go. Dave Fetzko to the top of the key, stops and goes into the lane, loses the ball. Bowen picks it up. Takes it to the baseline, feeds it back out front. Around the horn it goes to Cope. Off to Brogan, back to Cope, right side, long jumper, no good. Bowen battling for the rebound. It's loose on the floor to Seaver. Hook shot in the lane is no good, and Stickle clears the glass. Off to Matasko. Fetzko winds up on the floor after a collision with Satterwhite, no whistle. Satterwhite takes the ball. Working against Fetzko, out front. Feeds it off to Oleksak, holding it over his head. Drives to the side of the lane, back out to...